Hello everyone, 9DPO. I'm 9DPO and I have a great chance to get a positive today if I'm pregnant, and I have a great chance to get a negative today if I'm not pregnant. So today it's like 50-50 results, but as I mentioned before, I usually have positive ones on first response at 10 DPO. 10, 11 DPO, so it's kind of, still early, and if it's negative, that's okay. I still have a chance. I would say that if it's negative at 11 DPO, so it's probably 90% that it's not gonna be positive. Yeah, so let me dip all the tests today. I have clear blue 6 days sooner, I have Q test, and I have pre-mom. And yeah, let me dip the test first and then talk about this symptom that I'm having right now. The first one is pre-mom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay, it goes inside. So the second one is Q test. It's a very cheapy one because it's very thin, and I'm not sure how it works, but yeah, when it's positive, it's positive, but when it's not, it's like, yeah, it's a cheapy one. Yeah, it means like it's gonna take longer for it to start showing up, but if it's a positive pregnancy test, I expect to see at least a line or something in it. Yep. Let's cover it up, and the last one is going to be a clear blue. Yeah, 6 days sooner. What is going on with those tests? It's so hard to open them up. Brand new test. Please wish me luck, and hopefully you will be positive today. At least like faint positive, it's already positive. We know that. I'm talking to the test, and yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's ready to work. So, okay. I'm covering it up, and let's talk about my symptoms really quick. So yesterday's tests were negative. I was 8 DPO, and the first response test was like the same thing. It was negative, but the faint line, which is evaporation line, was there. It was there, and it was very confusing because I literally got thinking a couple of times that maybe I'm pregnant, or like my ACG is super low, so that's why it's that faint. But to be honest, you guys, I just know that it's negative. I just know that, and yeah, I made this mistake last month when I thought that I'm pregnant every single day after taking first response test. And it's not gonna happen this time because I just know that there is no miracles, and I know that it's when it's positive and it's pink, and even if it's very early, your first response, it's gonna be pinkish. not like something kind of there, but not really, but maybe. And I see something with this line, but I don't really see anything with that line. When it's positive, you see the lines like easily, and you don't even like squinting or like trying to find something. No, you don't squint. It's positive, and it's very like, it's positive. Even if it's faint, first response, it's here, like huge and very sensitive, it's positive. I had a faint line that was evaporation line, which is fine, and I had a negative primum and negative Q test, which is fine. They are very like with low sensitivity, and that's totally okay. So let's talk about my symptoms, and after that I'm gonna pick up the tests. My symptoms are a lot of PMS symptoms. A lot means I do have cramps in my ovaries, mostly in my left ovary, the ovary that ovulated this cycle, because I know that I ovulated from my left ovary. Remember, I had an ultrasound and my right ovary was a little bit smaller than my left, and it means that my egg was growing in my left one. So that's why ovary was a little bit bigger, and I know that. So I ovulated from my left, and so right now my left ovary is very sensitive. Throughout the day, I do feel some kind of, not even like ticklish sensation, something like twinges and pulling sensation in my left, and right ovary as well, but mostly in my left. And so when I'm pregnant, I do feel cramps in my uterus right in the middle. So when I'm not pregnant, I do feel cramps mostly on sides, which is like in my ovaries, and I'm 9 DPO, days post ovulation. At around 7 DPO, 6-7 DPO, I started feeling like mild cramps, sometimes like strong cramps here and there in my ovaries. And sorry if it's TMI, but when I do my second thing in the toilet and I have to push, I just feel my ovaries, especially my left, and I know what it means. It means that my period is coming. It doesn't mean that it's gonna come tomorrow or in 2-3 days. It could be a week or even more, but I know that I didn't conceive. But at the same time, like, you never know, yeah, until it's like a clear negative, let's say at like 13-14 DPO. And what else I'm doing, you guys, I use progesterone cream, and I started using it as recommended after like 3 to 3 days after ovulation, which is like cycle day 2, not cycle day, 3 DPO, 2 DPO. I started using it. First time was 3 DPO. Yeah, first time I was using it at 3 DPO, and I use it twice per day, in the morning and in the evening. It's just one pump, and I just rub it on my hips, around my hips. And I'm doing it just in case if I get pregnant, I want my progesterone to be like normal, and like I want to have extra support from my progesterone level with my progesterone level. So yeah, it's not gonna hurt anything. It just also it is recommended after menopause, and once you are in your menopause, it is recommended. So, and it's also recommended in some cases if you're trying to conceive, to use it right after ovulation, but you need to stop 2-3 days prior your period, which is if it, Oh my goodness, so with that, if at 12 DPO it's still negative, that pregnancy test, I'm gonna stop using progesterone cream in order to start your period. Otherwise, it can be some delays or like whatever it is. So let me stop talking and grab the test. The first one is gonna be Primum. 1, 2, 3. No. I don't see anything. I don't think so. I don't think so. Second one is going to be Q test. I don't think so. I don't think so. And the third one is gonna be clear blue. If it's negative, it's like I still have a chance. 10, 11 DPO, like the best days to check whether or not you're pregnant. But yeah, let me take a look. No, it's negative. It is very negative. There is no shadow, nothing. So right now I can tell you that I'm more satisfied with clear blue than with first response, because first response leaves a lot of evaporation lines that are very tricky, and this one so far, like, I don't see like nothing. Yeah, this is a better quality test. I mean that maybe the quality is the same, or like I don't know, but yeah, it looks better to me. There is nothing. Nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing, and I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna test tomorrow for sure, and it's frustrating. It's confusing because my husband and I were really trying this month, and I've noticed that when we really try, nothing works. When we do it just once, it works. But you need to find the best day. Sometimes, as I mentioned before, ovulation happens early in the morning and my husband is at work and he comes back late evening and it's already too late. For example, I started ovulating, let's say yesterday evening, and I found out, I took a test today's morning, and once my husband back home and we do this, it's already late evening and it's already like too late. And it happens, and you're trying to predict it, but we are not machines. We are not, computers. And it's absolutely negative, and I know that this is my second month trying, but it's still kind of, you know. I regret that I missed so many months because I was waiting for nothing. And so right now, when I'm not even about, when I ready to have a baby, it just doesn't work. Yeah, 2nd month in a row, not that good. Yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.